Welcome back to Eastleaf Sixers, your boy Sixers fan for life. We got BG in the building,
You.
215 the sports guy. And last but not least, Jenny from the block.
What's up?
Hey, I know people aren't used to seeing this in the daylight, but we're here. It's an early game. We're facing the new look Brooklyn Nets 25's team. That's the word. So
please.
Here's the starting lineup. Let's get it.
All right.
That man got his own team.
He wanted it. He got it. You know,
That's laughable.
All jokes
So,
aside.
I mean, I'm glad. Thanks for sharing the starting lineup. I was kind of hoping that Joel might just take this game off because it's back to back and he's been having that foot issue. But, if he's going to play, I'm not going to stop him.
Hey, man, damn near scored a point per minute last game. He's on a tear, so if he's feeling good, we're feeling good.
S. says no Maxi. Well, he hasn't been in the starting lineup for a while, but I'm sure he's playing.
I'm pretty sure he's playing it as well. So, I didn't get to hear you guys take yesterday after the game. It was my son's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Elijah, my baby boy.
Since we're talking about birthdays, we got to give a special shout out to the birthday girl. She's somewhere out there having fun.
Birthday
She in Atlantic City acting a fool.
to you.
She's shaking them
Happy
dice.
birthday.
Shout out to Ashley
Happy
Fuller.
birthday, dear
If
Ashley.
you guys don't know who she is,
Happy birthday,
Ashley, the one who owns Ashley Resume Service, the one who is here with the giveaways when we do our giveaway shows. So big shout out to her. Hope she's having fun. I know she's with Mama, and they probably out there having a blast. They ain't worrying about us right now, but we sending big shout outs.
Absolutely.
Show. Happy birthday, sis.
Okay. So, how did y'all guys feel about last game and going into this game? I want y'all opinion on this game. BG, we haven't heard from you yet.
I was about to say, last game, we had a post-game show for that.
No, I wasn't here. I want to hear y'all take.
Oh, you wasn't here. I forgot.
And people
my bad.
who weren't watching, I'm pretty sure they're interested in your take as well.
That's my bad. Great comeback win. Great resiliency. Maxi showed out. I don't know if you watched the pregame, Carl, but my key to victory was Maxi. Like I literally said, I don't even care who has a good game. I need Maxi to get his stuff together, and he did it. I called him out, and he said, "What's up?" So I'm excited with the way they played last night, man. The main thing I'm excited about tonight is to see the new addition, McDaniel. I want to see how he fits in his lineup.
Most definitely. Jose.
So I don't.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jose. You talk about your thoughts about last night's game. I'm going to talk about the Nets.
Right.
I thought, we talked about it last night. Carl, you want to know what we said about the game, you should have watched the post game first and foremost. But I thought they battled back, and it shows toughness. But we got a player that everybody's complaining about that they wanted to see, that they thought that he was going to play. And
he just came in the city.
That's what I was telling everybody. Everybody, got their underwear too tight.
Relax.
But everybody that got traded that day, almost 90% of those players played last night.
True indeed, but we got Doc Rivers as a coach.
You talking about Glenn over here? Come on. You know what I mean? So I mean, if 90% of the players, if 90% of the players played, that's a new thing, because any time that I've ever seen any moves be made, the following game I don't never see that person play. Come on, this goes way back. So
Brooklyn played. They played because they ain't had no roster, so they played. They
had to. They
got no choice.
They didn't play all of them. They didn't play Bridges. He's making his debut today.
Bridges chilled the other day.
Cam Johnson, or whatever the hell his name is.
I think because Dinwiddie already knew the team. He was like, I guess I could just come back and run the same plays I used to run when I was here.
So Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie played in our only example of what this new look Nets might give us today. So, it's kind of like no scouting report. We don't have any data. We're just gonna kind of look at it and see what we think. Now, we look at the Nets just as a whole. They have a rest advantage. We played last night, so there's that. They have their home court advantage. They have, two new dudes who are pretty good coming in. But also, I mean, they're going to have a cohesion issue, right? They're throwing all these new guys in playing together at one time, so
they didn't have it the other night.
No, they didn't.
There was only two. There was only two. Now they got 4 new people that they're shoving in there. If they're all 4 going to be awesome and playing like top notch tonight, I'll eat my shoe later.
Well, I'll tell you this much.
Just don't eat your shoe.
Please don't. The 2 guys that they want, 2 of the 4 guys that they brought in have actually had time playing together. They're used to each other, and it kind of showed last game. And one thing I've seen about this new look Nets, they're scrappy. They're scrappy. So if we think we just want to come into this game, I hope the Sixers aren't thinking like that. These are new guys. We're going to run right over. Nope. If we turn the ball over, if we come out slow and sloppy like we have been, it's going to be a ball game. I think
it is going to be a good game to watch. I really do. Yeah. But, one thing we always have in our pocket now is Hack Ben. We got Hack Ben in our pocket. And, all around, they're a pretty bad free throw shooting team. So
as soon as he come out the locker room, just hack him. Before you even take warm-ups, hack him. We're starting it right there.
See if he plays the fourth quarter.
So their starting lineup is Spencer Dinwiddie. Mikal Bridges is in the starting lineup. Cam Johnson is in the starting lineup. Finney Smith is in this. They whole new team.
So what I'm talking about. They're not going to come out there being like.
How they get people an hour and a half ago and they still starting over Ben Bum.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. But,
well, I think because Curry's injured, so he's out.
That's crazy. Bench can't even get in the starting lineup with new dudes.
$40 million coming off the bench. Ain't that something crazy? Well, word is they tried their hardest to move him on the trade deadline, but to no avail.
That man works about as much as this Hossie Orange.
Man, listen, talk about it. Well, let's roll right into our keys to victory tonight. What do we have to do to secure the bag tonight? James Harden in his first game back in Brooklyn after he forced his way out of town. What do we got to do, BJ?
I think I'm not even going to take the normal keys. I'm going to go with, I think our bench has to outplay their bench. I think that's what it's going to boil down to. I think I don't want to say their starters can compete with our starters, but they can get buckets. I'm not going to lie. Everybody in their starting lineup can get a bucket. I think it's going to come down to whose bench plays better. When we have to play that all-bench lineup in the second quarter, when we need to give our starters a blow. So I look for the bench to have a good night tonight, especially since they got that one dude coming off their bench.
Right. Joselitos.
I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
What?
I'm gonna go with transition defense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. I'm gonna read some of these guys out in the chat before I give you my keys. So Smitty saying play consistent and turnover free. Definitely need some consistency. They did great with turnovers last night. Let's see more of that. Don't pull a Boston. I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly, Amp, but I'm assuming, don't play, like they need to play with more effort than they did in Boston. Play hard from the start, rebound, and Toby needs to get out of his slump.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I really feel like this will be a good game for him.
For sure.
So my keys to the game, for one, my key is James Harden, because last time we played these dudes, he was key in the clutch. We need him to be that way. It's his first game back in Brooklyn, and there's going to be some emotion there. So we need him to be on his game. And I also want, just as a team, for them to make their shots. And if they're not making their shots, they better make sure the other team's not making theirs. And I really want to see Maxey keep this momentum going, right? He came out of that slump. He had a great game last night. Keep it going.
Excellent, Jen. Excellent. My keys to the game, one of them is do not fall in love with the three-point shot. Recognize who we are as a team. We have Joel Embiid. Get it to him deep And if it's not working out, then kick it out to the outside. Play inside out, not outside in. We're not a 3-point shooting team. We get in trouble like that a lot. And number 2, keep the ball moving. Ball movement. I want to see it swing all around. Give everybody a chance.
You feel like we settle for threes, Carl?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't feel like we play inside out enough, BG. I
think everything go through Embiid though, so it's got to be inside out.
Well,
he's catching it at the top of the key.
Exactly is what I'm saying. He, I oftentimes he falls in love with that 20-25 footer, and I want to see him in the post. And if it's not there in the post,
Claxton be giving Embiid fits for some reason. He only weigh $120, and he be giving Embiid fits. I hate that, dog. He gotta get Claxton a foul trouble tonight.
All right, I'm gonna read just a few more of these. Act like they won it. Of course, Key's Jamar Burgess is saying Key's defense. Mort is saying push the ball and get easy baskets. We lock down in half court every game. Blake Lee's saying ball movement. I think those are all, things we want to see tonight. Look at the lovely sky behind Jose.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all look like y'all ready for nighttime. It's bright as hell over here.
Yep. It won't be long. It won't be long.
No, it won't be long. Yeah, it's only a couple minutes away, and we about to have black sky.
BJ been yawning through this whole broadcast. He must just got up or something.
Man. Old man.
Close my door, son.
Oh Lord.
Listen, what did y'all notice that we were doing when we were rolling on the win streak that we aren't doing now? I'm curious. It's something I've been thinking about. Jose, I can start with you with that question, bro. What were we doing on that win streak that we're not doing now?
What we were doing was not allowing PJ to score points.
Straight to the point, are we? Straight to the point, Jose.
Straight to the point.
Why was we winning? Because PJ wasn't scoring.
Oh my God. Well, I don't think our offense was it's been flowing, man. I don't think the ball's been moving. It's been sticking. I don't think it's been flowing. I think they've been
a lot of ISO ball.
A lot of ISO ball. A lot of
Mort agrees with you. Mort agrees with you.
Mort agrees with me. Good. I think like I said, the ball's been sticking, and they've been a little indecisive about what they want to do. Right. Instead of just like passing the ball, they've been kind of like hesitating. What do I want to do? So that's what I think.
Okay, BG.
But y'all might feel differently.
Everybody got a different opinion. BG, what's yours?
We just was getting. If you look at the back-to-back losses, our bench is stunk. Our bench stunk. I mean, we know what we get. We know we're getting out of Embiid. We know we're getting out of Harden. We know we're getting out of Tobias most times. Mr. Consistent. Most of the time. Most of the time. I mean, he had that one bad game.
Most of the time.
He did have that crappy game, but most times we know we're getting out of him. We know we're getting out of PJ.
Carl don't like Toby. Come on, you already know. Toby had one bad game. Carl
he still ain't bought the jersey. He's still supposed to have a Tobias jersey on.
Hey, listen. It's been more than one bad game. I have given Tobias his props throughout this season like crazy. I've been giving him his flowers. I've been giving him his props. But we do need him to pick it up a notch.
Just because this is what a point I want to make. Just because we won doesn't make it a good game. Right. Like last night, that first half, that was not a good game. That was not good.
And that's what I was saying. I was like, that game was hard to watch in the first half. Like, it was like, come on. How many Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, how many threes they going to hit? They look like the Splash Brothers last night.
Will a real defensive perimeter stopper please stand up? I've seen that a lot from Melton. And that's what I've seen during our run that I'm not seeing now. We had defensive stoppers stand up and play defense. PJ, Melton, Thibault at the time. Those guys were coming in. They were making their presence known with the defense. Last night, surprisingly enough, it was Tyrese Maxey. Had quite a few defensive plays that was uncharacteristic of him that, gave us energy on the other side of the ball. You need that night in and night out. So I'm hoping this new kid, he's not going to light the world on fire, but you'd be surprised what a role player can do for the nucleus of the team. Just need some energy plays on defense, man. Block shots, rebounds, dive for the ball, couple steals, something. Need that.
We got a troll in our midst.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Tobias definitely has been great this year, Sam. You know, and I've said it on most shows. But, you know, if you look at most of the great teams throughout the NBA, they have 3 scorers. They have 3 scorers on their roster. And, you know, when Maxey was not scoring, it showed that we needed that third guy to step up. You look at the stat sheet, Harden and Embiid was getting theirs, but we still were losing. So, you know, we need a consistent third guy every night to step up. You know,
absolutely. Absolutely. And I would like to see multiple Sixers in double figures. You know, I want to see them sharing the ball and playing as a team.
Yeah.
I swear, every time Jen got some type of bright idea, it's like I feel like she's looking at my paper over here for my over-unders. It's ridiculous. I'm sick of you, Jen.
I'm sick of you. On the wall in your room over there.
Man, y'all know what time it is. We don't even need to explain what time it is. You already know.
For BG's over and under.
It's crazy because a lot of the things we've been talking about in this pregame so far is 2 of them is definitely in my over-unders. So, Tobias Harris, what's up? You trying to play tonight? 19.5 points for Tobias.
You know what? Tobias steps up against, you know, so-called top-tier teams. And he's a New Yorker. So I like him stepping up and balling out. Over.
What do you say, Hose?
I'm going to pick the under.
So he's picking the under. Now, last night, sadly enough, my bold prediction, I think, was Tobias scoring 20. So he didn't come anywhere near it. He got 8. Nope. So I'm going to go under for Tobias until he gets himself out of his slump.
Yeah.
I'm going to go under as well. I think he scores like between 16 and 18. I don't think he gets in the 20s, but I mean, we calling on you, Toby. We love to be wrong on over-unders. Apparently, you know, Carl thrives on being wrong on over-unders. So, with that being said, we got to
talk about the standings at some point.
We'll go on to the next. We're not counting until after the All-Star break. So, you talked about double figures. I like when our team scores double figures. A lot of guys. So, 5.5 players with double figures tonight. What say you, Carl?
I just want to start off with me, willy-nilly, because you see me a little confused.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I think today we have 6 players in double figures. That's why I put the number 5.5, because I really believe we have 6 players in double figures tonight. I'm going over.
Tell me who.
Joel Embiid, James Harden, DeAnthony Melton, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, George Niang. Melton is the one that's been letting us down lately. Niang got it, and Maxey got it last game. Melton only had 8. But I think he gets it tonight.
I'll take it over.
I don't think Melton gets it, but I think Shake comes out of nowhere and gives us 11.
Yes, sir. He's about due. I'll take the over.
I'm going to go slightly under. I think 5 guys get it. Just slightly under.
I'm going over.
BG, did you say yours?
Yes, I said. Remember, I gave my exactly. You asked me who was my 6th.
You're right.
I gave you the exact players. So yeah, I'm definitely taking it over. I do believe we step up tonight, man. Something about these Brooklyn Nets that make us want to play hard. Speaking of playing hard, last time we played this team, somebody played a little too hard. He took it a little too personal. He wanted to do everything to embarrass Ben. I think he settles in tonight. I think he settles in and just has a typical Joel Embiid game. So a typical Joel Embiid game is 30.5 points. Jose, 30.5 for Joel tonight.
Over.
I'll take the over because he's averaging more. So this is just what he does.
Definitely over for Joel. Definitely over.
Somebody said Joel scored 60 tonight.
Damn.
Sheesh.
PG, what did you say?
I'm going with over. I think Embiid shows up big time today. He had a good game last game. I think he sees the MVP vote. As much as he say he don't care about it, I think he sees that now they saying he's in fourth place somehow.
Right, he was second. Now he's in fourth.
All of a sudden he's in fourth behind Joker, Tatum, and Giannis. And I think he just wants to show, like, look, y'all snubbed me from being a starter, even though I'm a starter now. Y'all done snubbed me 2 years in a row for an MVP. I'm just gonna keep dominating these teams to let y'all know, look, I'm here. We here as a Sixers unit. So I think he goes over. Big game for Embiid tonight.
All right. Well, before we do our last segment of the show, I want to just review a couple things. One of the things was something I read about Doc Rivers and the backup bigs. So he said, and I don't know, y'all can take this for whatever it's worth, because you never know with this guy. He said, I trust Paul every night. Talk about Paul Reed. I trust Paul. I trust Trez. It's not a trust thing. Rivers has said all season that the backup center will fluctuate between the two of them. Harrell has had a tough stretch as of late on the floor, so Rivers is now trying to give Reed a chance. When Reed begins to struggle, then it'll be time for Harrell to get another shot. He said, I just thought it was time for Paul to play. Trez had a run and kind of has not played very well.
Sure.
I said, this is how it's going to be. We have two guys that hopefully keep pushing each other. When one starts to not play great, we use the other guy and give him consistent run and see how it goes. So it sounds to me like Doc or the Sixers are planning on sticking with those two for the backup big. Now, I look at the buyout markets and I see some interesting names being floated around. I see Serge Ibaka, who I know hasn't had a great year, but he's a good player. I see Serge Ibaka, I see Nerlens. I haven't seen Andre floated around as an actual buyout option, but
he's actually been getting more time for Chicago. I've been kind of watching him closer the last couple of days. And they actually playing more. Like, it was a point where it just looked like it was obvious they was gonna buy him out. But for some reason, like, he's actually been getting burned lately. I'm like, damn, dog, I wanted Drummond. So I don't know.
So if you believe Doc and that he's going to make these adjustments and play these guys at the right times, how do you think we are set for the backup big position going forward?
I mean, I'm not too confident. Just off what I've seen as far as the lack of rebounding and shot blocking when Embiid is off the floor. I mean, the lack of rebounding when Embiid is on the floor as well worries me. But, I'm not too confident. I'm hoping it's just smoke, But there's not a lot of great names out there either that you want to pick up. Nerlens is probably a guy I would think about. But that's about it. That's about it. How about you guys?
I want to go back to the comments that Jen said real quick before I go on who I would pick. So Doc just playing Russian roulette with centers, like backup centers, like he's just closing his eyes and pointing at the bench. Who did I pick? He playing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Like, come on, man. How's that building any type of chemistry with this team? How is that getting into the flow of what we're gonna be in the playoffs? Like, that just don't make sense.
Nah.
Well, one day he might be my guy, and the other day he might be my guy. Shut up, Doc.
At this point, you should have your guy.
If you're going to have a competition for the spot, have a competition for the spot, right?
Right.
But if you're just going flounder back and forth, that's not giving anybody anything to go on. Like, I could play great. It doesn't matter. He's floundering back and forth.
True indeed. It is what it is. This seems like what Doc likes to do. Some people say it creates competitiveness within the locker room, but at the All-Star break, which we are, kind of creates confusion and confidence being belittled a little bit, amongst players. But it is what it is. That's some great points, though, Jen.
What do you think, Hose?
I mean, we can sit here and say what we want all day long, but by what you said right there, doesn't give me any signs that we out there trying to even look for anybody. But who knows?
Who knows? So it sounds like it's time for those bold predictions.
Yeah.
What y'all got?
I think Tyrese Maxey follows up his great performance last night with another one. 35 points off the bench.
Ooh.
Hot night for him. Hot night for him.
5 points off the bench. Damn.
He getting 33, 34 minutes. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah. Fire.
Damn. I'm gonna get DeAnthony Melton back into the lineup perfectly. Come on, make some shots for me, my dog. DeAnthony Melton, 4 threes tonight.
4 threes for DeAnthony Melton.
Is that bold? For the way he's playing, that's bold, right?
For the way he's playing, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think our team last night or against the Nets had 40 rebounds. I want to see him with 50. I want to see 50.
Wow.
That's my bold prediction.
That is
bold. That's the boldest one of the year.
Right.
Sixers with 50 rebounds.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's hella bold.
Korkmaz must be about to play.
If Paul Reed plays, we come close.
Well, we don't know. It might not be Paul Reed's night. It might be Montrezl Harrell night. Remember?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Catch a center by the toe. Oh my God, Doc! I can't believe
if he
said
doesn't
that.
jump, let him go.
Black Joe.
Hey.
I know gives us 12 off the bench.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one. I didn't even think about it. Even though I said that was what I want, I couldn't wait to see was the new guy. I didn't even think about adding him in the mix. I forgot all about him.
Right.
Real quick before we get out of here. First of all, we talked about him a little bit last game, but that was before I saw what he did before he left the city. Matisse Thybulle, hats off to you, bro. Man, that was that was so classy, man. That was so classy. They said that store was trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the mural, and now they said they're gonna leave it up for a while because he went over there and signed it. So, shout out Tease, man.
Yeah, absolutely, class act. We'll miss you. We hope you do. We hope you prosper out there in Portland.
Yeah, I mean, he's close to home. He's from obviously he's from Australia, but he went to school over there, so I'm sure he's gonna enjoy the Pacific Northwest.
Most definitely. And I'm pretty sure Dane will appreciate any type of help coming over there, helping him out.
He needs offensive help.
I mean, any type of help at this point.
I was about to say.
Jesus Christ. But we've reached our time, 32 minutes.
Let's shout out some of our chatters. Come on, man. We got chatters in here. Let's shout them out. I'm driving. I can't do it.
I've been shouting out chatters.
I was about to say, Jenny been calling it out the whole show. She's been making sure to read everybody's stuff today.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I'll give you some of the bold prediction. Abdul says PJ gets double figures. Ansim said B gets 60. Joe 20 boards, Sam Jones says. And Jamar wants you to know that he inboxed you.
Jamar was supposed to be on the day. Well, maybe he was just saying he inboxed
5 threes.
Bang, bang.
Yeah,
bang, bang.
Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you.
He was trying to, Jamar was trying to send me a friend request and he couldn't do it somehow. I don't know. He got his settings set up a certain way and he fixed it. And then I was able to just follow him, but I still can't send him a friend request. So I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, y'all already know what time it is. Look on top of that screen. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. BG, I'm a Roger. You got to tell me in Spanish.
No te olvide. A decirle a un amigo. A decirle a un amigo. A decirle a una amiga. Wepa. Stop putting me on the spot, man.
Wepa.
I got a D in Spanish in damn high school, man.